sense of having a connection with your inner child, and you go off your gut feelings, and you're very instinctual in that way. You feel. If you have a Cancer Ascendant, your second house will be ruled by Leo, so perhaps the way you gain your self-value is by expressing your emotional quality. Your resourcefulness will come through your nurturing ability, through your empathetic nature towards wanting to be a healer, wanting to guide people, wanting to emotionally create balance within others. And those are your survival tools as a Cancer rising. Cooking, cleaning, nurturing, taking care of others, responding to the environment in a sensitive way, and also being a leader in this representation of Cancer, this orientation of having this emotional strength to put out in the world that can give someone a safe space to feel at home, to be emotionally open and open their heart. This is a Cancer Ascendant, having Leo ruling your second house. And also, having Leo ruling your second house, fixed fire, you have this natural, passionate desire to use your resourcefulness to really make a difference within the way you feel about yourself, your self-esteem, your self-motivation, and how you generate wealth for yourself by making available your nurturing services, whatever that may be, in some way, whatever your resourceful nature is directed towards, there's going to be some sort of healing factor to it, or nurturing factor to it, where the world collective receives this inspiration, this ability to open up their heart. And this is what really propels you and charges you forward with using your resourceful skills as Leo ruling your second house. And if you're a Cancer Ascendant, your third house will be ruled by Virgo. So you will have a very organized mind, nature about yourself that creates this need to want to serve the community. In Cancer Ascendants, they're already pulled to do some sort of service to the community that is going to make it feel home. That's why outside of their sacred space, not only do they're great homemakers and they know how to run a household, they want the community to be just equally the same, and they put a lot of work and effort into it, with Virgo ruling their third house. And also, they have a lot of credibility, and they come off very educated on a basic level. I'm not saying that they couldn't be brilliant, but they're very methodical, organized in manner, and they know how to create long-lasting structure and the details within the community needs, with Virgo ruling the third house here. They're able to create sustainability within the community, long-term, very tenacious and relentless when it comes to the service that they provide with their persona within the community, with Virgo ruling their third house. And they do have this medicine bag handy, this medicinal quality, that through their persona the community benefits. So if you're a Cancer Ascendant, your fourth house, the anchor, the roots, the IC of your, or the fourth house will be ruled by Libra. So having your anchor with Libra ruling your fourth house, this is where you grew up in a very harmonious atmosphere, generally speaking. And there was this quality of justice and balance within your home and your upbringing. And there's an aesthetic-like beauty to this harmonious rhythm in which you grew up. So it's very pleasing and emotionally pleasing for you as a Cancer Ascendant to have Libra rule your fourth house, cardinal air, because you are very fair. If you are in management or you're a boss, you are a fair one. You will work with people. You will work with employees. You will create a fair schedule. You will want to talk to the staff. You will want to hear their needs. And this is your upbringing. Libra ruling your fourth house. This is your connection and association with your mother or your maternal figure growing up. You had a maternal figure in your life that knew how to create that balance, knew how to stand up for the fairness and equality of each side of the party. And also there's this socializing tendency to really want to create a fair and equal, balanced environment, which makes perfect sense as a Cancer Ascendant, because growing up, you always had these concerns. You probably were very social, and you wanted to be fair, and you wanted to understand people's needs and people's emotions, and you wanted to hear different sides of the coin in order to kind of gain perspective of different views, different mindsets, different opinions. So you could form your own, and you can create this middle ground or this bridge in order to create fairness and balance through the archetype of Libra, cardinal air. And Libra ruling your fourth house, this is what anchors you in your astrological chart here. This is your roots. This is how you were brought up. And this is how the vibe was within the household you were raised in. So if you're a Cancer Ascendant, moving on to the fifth house, your fifth house will be ruled by Scorpio. So here, this is where your intensity comes into play with your creative endeavors. You get very intense, and you have this desire when you connect on a superficial level, as far as getting to know somebody within a connection, a romantic connection. Starting off, you come off very strong and heavy. You just really want to get straight to that emotional connection. And this is why, because Scorpio ruling your fifth house, this is where you want to really merge your energy with somebody else, creating this nostalgic feel, wanting to know them on a deep level, wanting to know what their upbringing was like, wanting to know what their childhood was like, wanting to really understand them and blend your energy with them as if you guys, or if you and the connection already had a romantic past life together of some sort. You just have this strong emotional pull that kind of just lingers from different timelines into past lives, into future, and back into the present. And this is what kind of draws out this shamanic vibe within you, with Scorpio ruling your fifth house. And this also comes off in your creative nature. Your creativity is very intense, and your sense of pleasure and happiness is when you can really go off into this possession like quality, when you channel on a very intense astral travel way in order to bring out something that brings you a lot of joy creatively. With this fixed water Scorpio ruling your fifth house, and there is this obsessive like quality with your hobbies and what brings you joy in life, and with your romantic